Well, the town would have gone under if Oslo's most famous hairstylist, Vidal Sasbogadottir, hadn't relocated his shop in St. Olaf because of our more favorable tax laws. Now, you see why I don't like plastic surgery?
Who did she do this to? Dorothy, what's happening?
Oh, Blanche, don't you see we were supposed to look after her? We knew that she gets hot at weddings. She was counting on us.
You don't look after me when I get hot.
That's because I also have a day job.
Here's the...
Turn to mush, but I'll always have my degree.
One of my favorite plays.
Frankly, I was a little disappointed.
Really?
Yeah, when you told me you were taking me to a revival of Tennessee Williams, I was expecting something more along the lines of a seance.
Rose, I have never met anyone like you.
Check the cornfield on Hee-Haw.
Parker, my name isn't Kim Fong Toy.
I'm going to go stand with those women over there, so I'll be less conspicuous.
Why do you say that?
Well, Dorothy, you remember, the pretty girls always travel in packs.
They gave you a towel at the hospital?
What hospital? You were born on a pinochle table at McSorley's bar. Hospital, like your father was a member of the Aetna family. The closest he ever got to a hospital was when he came to deliver ice.
My guilt is not going to work.
You're right, Dorothy. I was like...
Well, that's great. Now I won't be able to refill the prescription till tomorrow.
Tomorrow's a holiday. Pharmacy's closed.
Maybe I have another bottle in my room.
I can't understand how you could forget to tell Rose about that accident.
Forgive me, my memory's not as good as it used to be. Nothing on me is as good as it used to be.
Uncle Angelo, I have a confession to make.
Good, I get him a scotch and we go in the closet.
No, it's about Stan and me.
You know something, Dorothy? On your wedding day, Sophia told me she said your marriage is never gonna last. That made me very sad.
You may never get to hear my story.
Then I'm wrong. It isn't a no-win situation.
I was still in high school at the time, and I was having an affair with a very handsome exchange student named Jean-Pierre Fontainebleau.
Gee, you made that pack of dogs look very realistic. But Rose, the revolution in Czechoslovakia was a peaceful one. Nobody was chased by a pack of dogs.
But they're good dogs, Rose. You are not going to believe this. My sister Charmaine... Dorothy, you're going to send me to an early...
Because in spite of everything, you're still the best.
I think I'm going to cry.
No, honey, now don't do that. Your eyes will get all beady and your nose will swell up like Carl Malden.
Wait a minute. If you bought the ring back, how did you come up with the rest of the money?
I can't believe he left someone like you.
He left someone else like me?
No, I mean you. That he left you.
Oh. Okay.
I should be more clear.
That'd be great. Not until after we slice my looks like chocolate, tastes like spice, you'll wish you had a bigger slice marble cake. You know where it got its name?
No, give me my present.
I'll go get the candles.
Rose, I gotta congratulate you that you carried out that vendetta. What are you talking about? This was an 80s vendetta. It was all symbolic. You find the guy, drop a fish on his doorstep, boom, you wash your hands of the whole thing.
Mom, wait a minute. If that's all you did, how come your purse is still over there?
Oh, well, maybe I did leave one. Apparently so.
I really appreciate all this.
Would you like to see pictures of him?
Very much.
everyone. If I seem a little giddy, it's because look what Miles gave me.
Oh. Liver spots?
No, the ring.
Have some sympathy.
Hey, you met this DeKimmel character. You try having sympathy for a guy like that.
DeKimmel? You mean Jasper DeKimmel?
That's right, you got it. Pablo personality.
Oh, girls, listen to me. When a famous artist like Jasper DeKimmel dies, the value of his work doubles sometimes.
Oh, Blanche, you look gorgeous. Shut up, Rose. Are you ready?
Yes, I guess. Stop!
The minister's here.
Oh, I need perfume.
Oh, perfume. Come on, let's... Either your Italian is rusty or he's the world's oldest hippie.
Can we just get started, please?
Prima bisogna ispezionare I lavoratori,
First, we must inspect the workers.
Yes.
Didn't Bette Midler win a special Grammy for that?
Oh, girls, isn't it wonderful how we always have such a good time together? It's been that way right from the start.
Please, Rose, don't you remember the day after we moved in when we went shopping together?
What's it supposed to mean?
Oh, honey, it just means that sometimes you tend to be a bit naive, simple, childlike.
She's calling you a moron. You don't want to live with a woman like that. Tell her to sell the house.
Oh, yeah, well, it just so happens that there are a lot of things I can do better than you guys.
Name one.
Can you tighten a horn on a helmet? Smoke a hair?
An awful lot of teeth and polyester.
Sophia, when are we going to be on?
We tape tomorrow afternoon in Hollywood.
You're kidding, Hollywood, California?
No, Rose, Hollywood on the planet Romulac.
Wait a minute, Ma, wait a minute. What do you mean tomorrow?
That's what it says on these tickets.
Honey, they have to give us more time. We have a few minutes. Let's just have a quick drink in the bar.
Blanche.
Come on.
Blanche.
Come on, it'll be fun.
All right, but let's make it quick. Miss.
Girls, you see that man over there staring at me? He's undressing me with his eyes.
Do you want to move to another table?
Leptazole.
You were there? Don't tell me where I went. I went to heaven. I saw the golden light and some angels in white robes with harps. I thought I was at Saks at Christmas. But then I saw your father.
Really?
He was surrounded by women. He's in heaven.
Did you see God?
Simply cannot go on eating like that at your age. You can't eat like that at any age.
But she didn't have a heart attack. You're absolutely sure.
I've got a portable EKG machine in the car. I'll double check, of course. But it doesn't seem like a heart attack. She's got classic gallbladder symptoms. A tenderness in the upper right quadrant, a slight...
Orb. You know, it's hard to believe it's been hanging there for millions of years, long before man even came to be. Controls the tides, affects the weather. Without the moon, the Earth would be a barren, stagnant, uninhabitable planet, Rose. It gives life.
Ma, he's tired of being a lawyer, so he's joining the circus.
What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, right. One day the man's a lawyer, the next he's a clown. Perfectly natural.
Ma, please, this is hard enough as it is.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I just tend to get a little upset when people...
Hospital.
You mean I'm alive?
Very much so.
Then what am I doing in here?
That's what I was asking. Tell you what, ma'am. I'll call patient care. They'll send somebody. Well, this is our floor. Good luck.
By the way, I'll be thinking of you. Guys like you make it safe for old ladies like me to walk the street. Do tell, Rose.
St. Olaf's most famous OBMAG.
What's that?
Obstetrician magician. The amazing Shapiro. He delivered Bridget.
Now, don't say another word. Just go to sleep.
Can I leave my light on?
All right, yes.
I want you to know, Blanche, I really appreciate this.
Did I just say go to sleep?
I can't. I'm too scared.
Good morning.
How was your date last night?
No, it's too soon to tell. I'll let you know when I send him home. Is this for Rose's birthday?
Now look, don't you start with me. Every Christmas, every birthday, anytime we have to give a gift to the same person.
Over her, just like she was somebody. I just have to keep reminding myself, I am Blanche Devereaux. I am beautiful. Men find me desirable. And my life is over.
Boy, when the mask falls off, it really makes a thud.
Come on, Dorothy, sing something.
Tea, Sophia?
How about a shot of gin with a beer back?
That was dumb of me to have tea this late. Now I'll go to sleep and have to get up to go.
Yeah, and wake me up. You know, if you didn't drink before bedtime, you wouldn't have to wake up in the middle of the night.
I don't drink before bedtime. I start off for you. I kissed a fool. I helped a holy man. And I witnessed the betrayal of a loved one. That's a lot of work for a woman who nods off all day on the couch.
Ma, please, if somebody has to tell Rose, please let it be me.
I'm sorry, but that won't satisfy.
The rain is supposed to relax me.
Is it working?
Not really. I keep worrying that I left my car windows down. Oh, Dorothy, I feel so helpless. I get upset every time I think about it.
Now look, Rose, stop whining. You know that you're going to have to speak...
Mama, you're acting silly. Sperm can't live outside the human body.
Does your mother know you're doing this for a living?
You know, I'm not so sure sperm can't live outside the body. Back during World War...
Strangely titillating. Oh, you were talking to her.
Trudy, how about if tomorrow we play a real game? You know, something that requires real skill.
You mean like midget ice bowling?
I'm talking about tennis, you do.
You got this coming.
Hello.
I would like to report a stolen Mercedes.
Runs a reverse behind the halfback, which gives the quarterback two options.
Oh, for God's sake, Rose, Eisenhower used less chalk planning D-Day.
Okay, well then let's just talk about a few things that happened in the last game. Nobody blocked this X.
Billy could have blocked him.
Phil, just can't wait to testify in court. I want to see those guys fry.
Well, everybody, you will never guess what I did today.
What?
I was in this parking garage, and I had to go to the dentist because I lost my crown and a nectarine yesterday, and there was no parking on the street. There I was.
As he spun her around, her dress ripping open. You know how many times I've experienced that?
Your loins have been on fire?
Yes. Excuse me, more guests.
Don't tarry.
I love the way you British talk.
Well, hurry back and I'll say more words.
Oh. Trifles. I guess I did invite every male in town.
Rose, it's me.
Miles? I beg your pardon. I'm sure Blanche will be out any minute.
No, Rose.
Yes, of course, the trout. And you, sir.
I'll just have a glass of water. I ate before we came.
All right, that's one bottled water.
No, that's a tap water. I have a chlorine deficiency.
Miles, what is going on?
Who fits into the costume?
Dorothy, maybe we better run the lines.
Oh, isn't he the greatest?
Yeah, the great ones always throw in a back rub.
What?
Have either of you seen Patrick? Yes, he's off rehearsing lines.
Oh, what do you want him for?
I want to give him this. Oh, I'll give it to him. I found in the personals. Last call for all those who graduated from East Miami High Class of 52. Don't miss our 40th reunion party.
What does that have to do with us?
Well, look, Rose, you know you missed your high school reunion because you didn't feel well. Here's your chance to go to one. And for Dari about that, you get so many weirdos when you run an ad in the newspapers. Please sit down. Well, are you ladies considering taking both rooms?
Oh, no, just me. Mother lives at the Shady Pines retirement home.
Oh, the Shady Pines. I know the Shady Pines is a lovely place.
It's a prison.
Now, Green Team, you'll have 15 seconds to grab as much money as you can. Who's going to grab today?
I'm going to grab today, Guy.
Wonderful, Dorothy. You ought to make quite a haul with those meat hooks. Tiffany, let's have our big money smock and the big money goggles.
Did the two of you have a good time?
Oh, wonderful. I like being with Ma. I want to spend more time with her. And I'd like us to get closer, too.
Well, I wish there was more time. I mean, I see you just packed for the weekend.
Dorothy, you don't resent me, do you?
Oh, don't be silly. Why would I? Welcome to my life.
It's nice meeting you, Ted, but I have to go to work.
Oh, what do you do?
She's Gary Hart's campaign manager. It doesn't pay much, but you don't have to get out of bed to do it.
It's fine. Have all the space you want.
Where are you going?
To Mildred's. She's shorter than you. She doesn't need so much space.
I can't understand why the community theater
My date will be here soon. I'd better get ready.
Oh, Ma, will you knock it off?
Oh, you're right. At 82, what am I going to get ready? I always have my purse, and I shouldn't pee until he's got the motor running.
At any age, you ought to be ready for your date, Sophia.
Blanche, she doesn't have a date.
No, I was thinking more about that time.
Rose, I'll be waiting.
Coast clear?
Yeah. Buzz, I've been thinking, why don't we spend some time getting to know each other before we go rushing off to Europe?
I know.
Oh, please go on. That's such a beautiful language.
Rose, why don't we just show Mr. Vaughn around the theater?
Well, why don't I just do that myself, since I've had the most experience performing here?
Blanche, the parking lot doesn't count.
And it was a surprise.
How's that possible? Another man showed up?
What I mean is, I had never seen a man before.
Is this the end of the road for us, Pumpkin?
Oh, Miles, can't you see I'm overwhelmed? I'm confused. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Fine. Let me help make it easy for you. Dump Buzz.
Miles, I know it's asking a lot, but I'm going to need a little time to figure...
Stanley, he said he was being shipped off to Korea and would probably die, and it would mean so much. That was my part of the war effort. It took 3 seconds. I wasn't sure that we had done anything, actually, until 9 months. And he died St. Olaf's loneliest man.
Is that the end of the story?
God, I hope so.
I don't get it.
Fred, let me put it this way. She is 16, she's scared, and she's carrying your grandchild. Rose, we are going somewhere with this, aren't we? I mean, if not, I'm going to cut out your tongue.
Yes! Sven came back to haunt Gunilla. Since then, every Tuesday night at...
What's the most romantic thing a man ever did for you, Dorothy?
Oh, well, the most romantic thing was when Stan proposed. Oh, he took me to a very expensive...
How did you know?
I performed Annie for him.
Really? Where?
None of your business.
Okay. Jason will be your Petruchio, page 85.
Myself am moved to woo thee for my wife.
God, I'm hot tonight. I'm not going to stand for this. Take it, Dorothy.
But I bet you'll lay down for it.
Well, that was... Why don't you sit down? I'll serve dessert.
Gosh, you two made such a fantastic meal. I can't imagine what you came up with for dessert.
I made dessert.
Damn. What'd you say, Blanche? Yum, I said yum.
Rose, is this another one of those Scandinavian Viking... Marriage was over.
Dorothy, look, things happen.
Things happened. You're damn right things happened. 38 years happened. 38 years of sharing and crying and dreaming and fighting and loving and children and diet.
No. Oh, Dorothy's upset about Michael and Lorraine.
Really? Oh, Blanche, how would you feel if your son were marrying an older woman?
Dorothy, when my son was 5 years old, he nearly burned down our whole town. Since then, nothing he does upsets me. Hell, he could marry Lillian Gish and I wouldn't care. Isn't it funny? Sometimes you have to almost lose somebody before you realize how much they really mean to you. Let's go out and celebrate life. Let's go out and do something crazy.
Let's fly to Freeport and gamble all night.
We can't afford it.
What happened? It would be un-Southern.
That's a good bell.
Get the door.
Shrimp?
Stanley?
Yeah.
I forgot to wish you a Merry Christmas.
It's on Christmas.
Oh, come on, Stanley. You're the most fortunate person here.
Big deal.
Stanley, you've always been able to turn bad holidays around. Do you remember
Oh, I know, honey, I know, but you've just got to find a way to turn this negative into a positive. Now, what was supposed to have been a private, intimate moment between you and your boyfriend turned into a sordid exhibition in front of strange men.
And what's the positive?
I slept with the photographer.
Television set and watch a white person dance down the line on Soul Train.
Look, race is not even an issue. I mean, your daughter is twice my son's age. What can a woman in her 40s possibly have in common with a boy in his 20s?
Sex.
So no one would notice. You don't know how much I wanted to hug you. I just had to see my dumpling on her wedding day.
You're ridiculous. In fact, I wish Janet were here to see how wonderful her mother and her little girl are getting along. I just know she's going to let her come back year after year. I'll go get the music.
You be sure and get some sleep tonight, sweetheart, so you'll be all rested when we go to the zoo tomorrow.
I'm not going to the zoo.
I'm not falling for those big sad eyes and floppy ears and wet nose. The last time I did it ended in divorce. And Stan couldn't even catch a Frisbee in his teeth. Oh, listen. Honey, it's not a personal thing. Now, I don't hate you. As a
Pain.
Rose, you worked for Thomas Dewey?
No, Melville Dewey. The founder of the Dewey Decimal System.
You know, your Gil Kessler doesn't stand a chance of winning.
Who says?
The Miami Post, the Miami Journal, the Miami Tribune.
Yeah, I'm a Sicilian.
Nobody made an offer, huh?
Not a dime.
Dorothy?
Isn't this something? You've become what we in the news business call a hot story.
Yeah, and you've become what we call in the revenge business, next.
Having the family I need.
Well, I would certainly never have a baby artificially, and I do not approve of you doing it either.
Well, if that's the way you want it, Mama, then you're gonna lose me and your grandchild.
It's a big step meeting a man's family.
Don't worry about it, honey. Men will be over, but they'll be in and out all day.
Don't say it, Ma.
I have to, Dorothy. At my age, when you don't say it, it can back up on you and come out some other way. I thought you always milked a cow sitting on a stool.
No, Alice had to sit on a stool. You see, she was involved in this nasty plowing accident. It was during spring planting, and Daddy had hitched her up to the plow.
Proud of you, Stan. Really proud.
That was a lovely thing you did.
You made me believe in Santa Claus again.
Me too. Oh, not me. I knew it was Stan all along.
After I walked out of here this afternoon, I realized that I'm more fortunate than a lot of people. Tomorrow I'm going to get the...
You see my teddy bear, Fernando? He's missing. I've had him since I was 6 years old. I have to find him. I just have to. Calm down now, honey. He's just a toy. Fernando is not just a toy. He's a family heirloom. I've had him as long as I can remember. I don't know what I'd do without him.
Rose, now don't panic. Look, we'll find...
Speaker.
Really?
Well, then somebody else do the talking.
Ladies, we're waiting.
Let me save everyone a lot of time here. My name is Frida Claxton. The tree is on my property, and I could care less if the city...
Mr. Rose. Nice to meet you.
I'm Sister Blanche. We're here collecting lingerie for needy, sexy people.
I just heard on TV...
Dukakis bumper sticker covering up her Mondale bumper sticker?
Look, Ma, I admit that once I did have a small gambling problem.
A small problem? You bet against your own son's Little League team.
Ma, I had to. I knew that their star pitcher had after-school detention.
You were his teacher. You gave him detention.
God, oh, we were so worried.
Got a very mild cardiac episode, no permanent damage, and you can see her just as soon as we get her moved into a room.
Oh, did you hear that? Rose is fine. My prayer was answered.
Who knows? Maybe that's what did it. I know I was doing some praying.
I was 12 when he stopped. He wanted to come home from school at lunchtime. I got nothing left up here.
Oh, Ma.
Well, she's gone.
That's...
Oh, you can't sleep either.
No. Want some tea?
Oh, please. Watch what you're grabbing. I got a specimen in...
Did I hear you say that you were from St. Olaf?
Yes.
I'm from St. Gustav. We're neighbors. My name's Meg.
I'm Rose. What are you doing here, Meg?
I was arrested for being a hooker, just like you.
Oh, I'm asking out.
Oh, I don't know. I feel so awkward asking a man out on a date.
Well, you could always invite him here to dinner. That wouldn't seem as pushy.
Oh, that's a great idea, Rose. Then we can all check him out.
I don't think I can do it.
Oh, Dorothy, of course you can. Look here. Now, you be Frank, I'll be you. Okay?
Excuse me.
Yes?
I couldn't help noticing. How do you make your eyes twirl around like that?
It's not hard. I just try to think of two things at once.
Well, it's very attractive. Have you always been able to do it?
No.
No.
What?
No, I won't watch the kids.
But you love it when the kids come over for a visit.
That's not the point. I won't let you throw away good money. This TV thing is just a fad.
Hey, did you notice turkey comes with stuffing?
Ma, TV is not a fad. Otherwise, Swanson would have called those radio dinners.
On Buddy Rourke. And after a couple of phone calls, I found out he had just retired after 45 years in the records department of the Army Pension Office.
I don't get it.
That's how he knew about Charlie. They never served together. He just read his file.
But he knew all those things about...
Dorothy, please.
Hello, Mrs. Barnack.
Mrs. Barnack is a teacher, Mr. President.
Do you have any suggestions maybe on how we can help with this education thing?
Bush.
Well, it's good to know.
Plumber, could I see some identification?
So, you two are the proud parents of the new Dolan Standard Lowboy, huh?
Yes, we're sending out engraved...
Story. You have to tell Dorothy she's your friend.
You're right. She is my best friend.
I thought I was your best friend.
You were till you told me that story.
Good night, Dorothy.
Good night, Elliot.
Oh, there. He's not picking you up? What kind of guy doesn't pick up his date?
No, we just decided to meet at L'Auberge. It's no big deal.
Oh, wait just a minute. This whole thing is a trick, isn't it? You're just trying to make us think you're going out with Dr. Kagan.
I am not lying. You're just jealous about the fact that I have a date on a Saturday night. A stunt like that again, I am going to throw you out on your flawed but honest, decent behind.
So, did you two make up?
Yes, Ma.
Did you apologize to your mother and beg her forgiveness?
Yes, Grandma.
Okay, now do it to me.
Tired to talk. Not that they would have listened. They were too busy sniffing the whiteout they'd stolen from typing class. I had to excuse them early. I just cannot get rid of this flu. And it keeps getting worse, not better.
But it's been months now. Got sidetracked. Look.
This is what you've been doing for the past 45 minutes.
Oh, ain't he cute? I call him Scotty.
Now you can call him garbage. I'm gonna miss you.
People at the club asked me to.
Well, Rose, why would you do such a cruel thing to me?
Well, Blanche, there could be two explanations. Either I was getting back at you for taking my earrings, or... Oh, who are we kidding? That's why I did Bugs at his place. Well, he didn't want to make a big deal of it. He said he could try to pass them off as shellfish and sell them out of the back of his trunk. But I thought it was a great story, and so did my boss. In fact, he's putting it on tonight's news.
Rose, please tell me you're kidding.
My boss said he wanted to expose Angelo's land pension fund. I'm not going to be getting pension checks anymore. Well, I can't afford to live without that pension.
Well, honey, now let's not panic. I'm sure they can't just cut you off.
She's right. There has to be a good explanation. Honey, you'll call them tomorrow. Everything will be fine.
Well, what if it's not? What if I can't pay my own way? What if I can't afford food? See you.
Nice to see you. What a lovely surprise. Welcome to our little convent. Not even a bun cake, huh?
Look at you. A nun. I didn't think I'd be shocked like this. It's just that you look so different, you know, than when Blanche is dressed as a nun.
Her pouty lips, her flaxen hair, her flawless alabaster skin. Her proud breasts seem to be saying, is it just me or is it cold in here?
So?
Pouty, flaxen, proud. What do you need, a photograph? This book is a... I still can't say I understand what you're doing, but I do intend to try to respect your decision to do it. I want you to be happy.
I am happy, Blanche.
I know.
So are you telling me you are ready to have a brand new brother-in-law?
Make a pact that we'll always take care of each other, that we'll never desert each other no matter what.
You can count on me,
But
honey.
you think it's going to be that easy getting rid of me, Rose? That was rhetorical, Rose. Oh, but what a comforting thought, knowing you'll never be alone.
And listen, what the...
Goodbye, Rose. Goodbye, Blanche again. It's my pleasure, ladies. Goodbye.
Laszlo, I'll see you tomorrow.
Indeed.
That sure sounded as if you and Laszlo have something going.
Maybe.
Is Sonny Venuccio there? He is? Sorry, wrong number.
Sophia, does this still have to do with that vendetta business?
Blanche, don't even discuss it with her. The whole thing is ridiculous.
Dorothy, this vendetta is a very real thing. It goes to the root of my soul as a...
You expect me to betray one of my dearest friends, not to mention my own mother, just so that we can win a few extra dollars?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, everyone. We're about to go on the air. Now let's divide up into teams. And remember to jump up.
3 tickets to today's ball game, and I can't find anyone to go with me. Guess I don't have many friends.
Oh, who are you kidding? You don't have any friends. I'll go with you, Stan.
Ma, you will?
I'll be waiting in the car, Stanley.
Dorothy?
I can't think of anything in the world I would rather do. Innings. With my $10, I got that can opener I always...
Don't say no, just hear me out. Do you think I'm cute?
Oh, Ma.
Just answer.
Yes, Ma, I think you're cute.
Would you say cute, verging on adorable?
Sophia, what's this all about?
Just it.
Well, that's great. Now I won't be able to refill the prescription till tomorrow.
Tomorrow's a holiday. Pharmacy's closed.
Maybe I have another bottle in my room.
I can't understand how you could forget to tell Rose about that accident.
Forgive me, my memory's not as good as it used to be. Nothing on me is as good as it used to be.
You're a lousy photographer. Who is that?
Uncle Vittorio.
His head's cut off. How can you tell?
Because that's exactly how he looked in the morgue after he turned state's evidence against Benny the Blade.
Oh, Ma, this is so special, spending this time together.
Yeah, right. Cool as a cucumber, thank God.
Ma, you woke me up.
It's time to take your medicine anyway.
I just took my...
I lose you. That's why I made up those stories about the bank robbery. $45,000 was my life savings. I thought with that money I could treat you like you ought to be treated. Like a queen.
I can't believe this.
I can't believe it either.
Shape up.
A lake.
I think we'll just sit here.
I'll go with you, Rose. I'm a sucker for natural beauty. And a gin and tonic. Let's find the bar call.
Blanche, I'm glad we're alone. There's something I think we should do.
Dorothy, I like you as a friend, but I think I'll pass.
Goes into a restaurant and ends up sharing a table with a dashing young Frenchman. They drink, they talk, they burn a cork, and draw mustaches on each other.
What?
Just wanted to see if you were listening. Anyway, the next thing she knows, it's hours later. The place is empty. And the Frenchman... Sophia! Rose, what are you doing in the bathroom?
Ma, this is the kitchen.
Oh, boy, if this is the kitchen, I'm poaching an egg in the toilet.
Looking more handsome than I've ever seen him. Oh, black motorcycle boots, skin-tight Levi's, a match in his mouth, and a white T-shirt with the sleeves rolled up to reveal his brand new Woody the Woodpecker tattoo.
Well, Dorothy, I'm ready to go to work. How do I look?
Oh, Ma, you look adorable.
Adorable. I want to look aggressive, powerful, like a corporate killer.
Lose the hat. Perfect. Now you look like the activities director at a retirement home.
Oh, why not? I mean, the day's shot anyway.
Great, and after I can take you to dinner. How about that little seafood place near the Fontainebleau where we run our honeymoon?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
If memory serves me correctly, the last time we excused ourselves before the main course and rushed back to the hotel.
Well, then to hell with you and your oversexed boyfriend, Dorothy Zbornak. I'm just glad that little Mei Ling's coming out party was ruined.
Who?
And I'm glad that Elliot is bonging every woman at your country club.
Oh, Sophia, look here. Here's a postcard from Big Daddy and Margaret. They say they're having the time of their life honeymooning in the Bahamas.
Please, the big news is he lived through the wedding night. Tantalizingly, just out of reach.
Let me guess. St. Olaf County Jail.
And Delhi.
Look, we have to do everything we can to help Ma. Now, the three of us have got to put our heads together and try to figure out for certain how that fire got started.
You're so right, Dorothy. And
How do you do?
Nice to meet you, Liz.
Yes.
Have to run, sorry.
Oh.
Nice meeting
All right,
you.
and I'll catch up with you two later.
Oh, we have so many running jokes. Well, but what brings you two here?
Oh, no thanks. We were in the neighborhood and we thought we'd, just... I don't know, there was something special about him. He made me feel beautiful.
It made me feel young.
He made me feel smart.
Good, what an actor.
Ending to Gone with the Wind?
Oh, that was a terrific meal, Blanche. Thanks again.
Well, you're welcome, Ham. I just figured...
Albums. Ma, they're for you. They're for us.
They're for later. Let's go.
Come on, Ma, the park can wait. Let's do this now.
Okay? Well, let's make it quick.
Oh, Ma, look. Here's you holding me when I was a baby. Do you remember what was going through your mind then? Can wait.
So, you two are sisters.
That's Stan. Rose, would you get the door?
Oh, is Stan still as crazy as ever?
No, as a matter of fact, he's full and calls for a toast. To Miles and Rose and poor, lonely Blanche.
I am so excited. I'm going to have an old-fashioned St. Olaf wedding. Dorothy, you're my best friend. Will you be my maid of honor?
You look terrific. Well, you haven't changed a bit in 40 years.
Angelo, you're a priest. You shouldn't lie.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Before the trip, I said an extra 50 Hail Marys in case I felt like cutting a loose. Dorothy.
Salvador. Mainly because he's the only guy in the room with a neck. Anyway, I'm feeling a little queasy. Francesca makes a great party, but she bakes a manicotti you could anchor a boat with. So I go upstairs for a broma seltzer when suddenly Salvador grabs me from behind and begins passionately kissing me.
This, but I think Rose got the brains in that family.
Meet me out front, Dorothy. I'm going to pull the car around.
Hold it. I told you last night, we don't do any
Talk. I have a feeling they'll do the rest. Sounds logical to me.
To me, too, but don't forget, we're dealing with two old women here who think that boils on a man are a sign of virility. I mean, logic doesn't exactly apply here.
Well, at least we can give it a try.
I think Rose is right. Dorothy, why don't you take Angela and we'll talk to Sophia?
They ever shoot a herring out of a cannon?
Only once.
Ma, I can't believe you lied to me.
Oh, come off it, Dorothy. I've been lying to you all your life. Did you ever get that yellow pony I promised you when you were 6?
You're not taking this accident very seriously.
No one was hurt. Besides, it was the other guy's fault. I have a witness.
Your witness is Mr. Pignoli. He's legally blind.
He'll say what I tell him.
Made that the theme of the party. We all dressed as Vikings, with helmets and spears. And we all crowded into her little room up over the barn. And she walked in and lit a candle. And we yelled, "Surprise!" And she dropped dead right there.
Tom, the truth is, I don't have any magical powers.
Boy, have I been stupid! I haven't felt this dumb since I found out William Conrad wasn't one guy in a jacket and another guy in a pair of pants.
Not proud of this, but there's something I have to show you.
Oh, please, I've done a lot worse. I've done panties over pants. Bras over blouses. One East I closet, I don't even know what to wear with the first night on the ship.
A life jacket and a great big smile.
I wonder what Rose is doing right now.
You mean you wonder if she's doing it right now?
No, I just wonder if maybe we didn't push her into something too fast.
But
I know. She never could help Mama because she had heart flutters, and she never could take gym class, no, because she had a tip uterus, and she never did any housework because she had a spastic colon. Now, she has attached kidneys.
that girl is some kind of mutant.
No, Blanche isn't here, and she won't be back for a long, long time.
That's all right. I've been in prison 10 years. I'm real good at waiting.
Can I get you something, Meryl? They're in your mouth, Ma.
I know that. Don't they look good today? I ran them through the dishwasher.
Ma, listen to me. You got Martha, Ray, and Madge mixed up again. Mornings.
I am. This is wonderful. Your sister found a man.
I don't believe this. All the years I was with him, he was a yutz. She goes to bed with him, and it's great?
That's right. It was wrong for you. He's perfect for her.
Ma, that's ridiculous.
Look, Gloria isn't the kind of woman that does well by herself. She's the kind of woman who needs a rich man to buy her things and...
Match your shoes. Oh, Harry, thanks so much for coming.
Frank, talk to me. What's going on here?
Well, he isn't feeling very well, so we thought we'd have you over for a drink.
Back so soon.
The best possible thing has happened. I still have both my kidneys and my sister's fine.
Blanche, how is that possible?
They couldn't use my kidney. My blood vessels were too small. But of course they're too small. I've always been very petite.
Blanche, Virginia.
Don't even look like ourselves.
What's your point?
Ma, you are not helping matters. We are trying to think of a way we can make ourselves look better for that party.
Okay, let me think. It's too bad we're not back home. There's no place like Sicily.
Why do you say that, Sophia?
Because in Sicily I could solve this whole problem.
How's that possible? Another man showed up?
What I mean is, I had never seen a man before. A man?
Don't be ridiculous. I don't treat you like one. Ooh, here's $10. Go take your grandmother to see the journey of Natty Gann.
Shut up and take the money. hell with the movie. We'll double our money at the track, have a nice lunch in the park, and goof on bums.
Michael seems like... See, Charlie liked to eat each type of fruit separately. He hated it when they were all mixed together.
Then why did you make fruit salad?
That was an argument we must have had about 1,000,000 times. But he hated cantaloupe. He said he'd rather
Put her away.
She sure did.
But sometimes it takes something like this to bring you back together again. But you've got to be strong for her. She needs you.
I think she needs you too.
Ziz, you appear to be in fine physical shape. Do you have any more questions?
Of course. Do I have it?
We'll have the results when you come back in 3 days.
3 days? What are you talking about? I expect when I go to a hospital for an AIDS test to find out.
I'm sorry, I wish it was faster, but it takes us that long to be sure.
Not anymore. Hell, at my age, you can't take lunch for granted. I had a tuna fish sandwich.
It was beautiful.
Well, Rose never takes anything for granted. She's never afraid to try something new.
You remember the time? You have to get him out of
Look,
here.
girls, I know how difficult it is living with Stanley. Don't forget, I did it for 38 years. But the man is recovering from major surgery. He needs us.
He is taking advantage of you.
He is sick. Now, he's the only one who can know when he's ready to leave. It has to be his decision.
Well, sometimes people is allowed to shave the woman's head and make her wear an itchy hat.
I hear Pakistan has the same penalty for jaywalking.
Swain.
Hi, Blanche.
Something wrong?
We had such fun. You know, Barry is exactly as I remembered him.
Come on now. After 35 years, there must have been some surprises.
Well, a few. You know, his hair's a little thinner. He's put on a little weight.
But is he still your fantasy lover, or has the fantasy become a reality?
Well, not exactly. You see, Barry Glick...
Someone that I don't love.
Sven, you've never even met Olga. How do you know you don't love her?
Because I know I'm in love with someone else. I'm in love with Blanche.
Oh! It's a partially eaten pork chop. He had beautiful teeth, didn't he?
This has to be a fake. I mean, I could just kiss you.
Not until we locate a toothbrush, okay?
Well, it is high time something went right on the street.
Yeah, now all we have to do is figure out a way to get to the studio.
We can always walk. It's only 39 blocks. If we start right now, we can still get there in time.
I have a better...
Ma, come on, it's not funny.
The hell, it's not. Gene in love with Little Miss Muffet. Come on!
What is going on?
Nothing.
Woke up from her sedation. She told them that he said from the grave, we never paid our 78 through 86 income taxes. And his partner said only Gustav would know that. He must be alive. So they all raced to the cemetery and the entire...
I am so ashamed.
I'm sure you're just blowing this out of proportion. But Dorothy I raised is a good Catholic girl.
And what's worse, in the process, I have hurt a friend.
Hey, a true friend will forgive you anything and love you no matter what. Just as your mother loves you no matter what. Now tell me, Dorothy.
Hey, maybe Rex is right. Maybe I have gained a few pounds. Maybe I could try a little harder.
You are buying right into this.
What makes you such an expert on relationships? This is male-female stuff. This is what I know. If I need advice on jigsaw puzzles, I'll come to you.
Second set.
I'll tell you what's on your mind. You hate yourself.
I do not.
My mistake. I've only known you since the day you were born.
Look, I've heard enough, Ma. I'm leaving now to meet Glenn and have a perfectly marvelous time.
I hope he's taking you bowling.
Bowling?
Yeah, you could rent shoes there. Dorothy, I want to talk to you. I just wanted to say I'm sorry about the stick.
What stick?
The stick. The one with the sock on it with the buttons for the eyes.
You mean Scout? You know where Scout is? Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Allen. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, yeah. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, very sweet of you to call. Yes, thank you so much. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
What did he want? I'm just tired of getting all dressed up, looking gorgeous, going out, only to lose out in the end. On the other hand, I am dressed up, and I do look gorgeous, and it is Gringo night at Hernando's Hacienda. Oh, why, darling, I just came out here to give you away with my blessing. Why, I think Marion Deck might be the best thing in the world for you, Blanche. Well, at 17, I wasn't about to do anything you wanted me to do. And you knew...
Girls, I'm feeling a little chilly. I think I'll go and get my sweater.
Oh, no, I'll get that. I'll get that.
Rose, for heaven's sakes, I can find my own way. I know you're trying to help, but if I could pilot my own plane cross-country during a storm, I'd certainly find my way across the room. There. Now,
Put on no more tuna fish.
Blanche, you hate tuna fish.
All right, then no more tuna fishermen.
Hi, girls. Do these pearls look okay with this?
Honey, pearls look fine with everything, from the fanciest dress to...
Wait a minute. My super terrific hearing detects a visitor. It's Mr. Policeman, disguised as Mr. Mailman. Why don't I
Oh, Rose, hi. Listen, I just picked up these pamphlets at a cosmetic surgeon, and I want you to help me decide which alterations I ought to get.
Blanche, none of these women have any tops on.
Well, I know, honey. These are the after pictures of
Ma, I need to talk to someone.
Sure, come in. I can hear Pavarotti live from the Met anytime. What's the problem?
Ma, I'm upset about Rose.
Me too. I thought I was finally going to get a room with some sunlight. 100%?
100%.
Tip-top?
Tip-top.
Then, Mr. 100% tip-top, why the hell does she feel like hell?
Look, Ma...
Wait, I gotta hear this.
It could be functional.
Functional?
Mental.
Mental? Well, let me tell you something, Mr. 100% tip.
Finding 2 gray hairs is no reason to eat a whole cheesecake.
I found the 2 gray hairs in the cheesecake. So I threw it out.
Hi, girls. I figured this might happen, so I went out and bought a cheesecake.
Oh, Rose, that's great.
What's really great is...
Oh, I hurt my back. I'm paralyzed. Oh, it's you. Look where you're going.
We're almost through with our half of the list.
Rose, tomorrow I want to double the number of sandwiches. Grab some of that aluminum foil.
Are you two still gonna sell lunches, even after that Johnny No-Thumbs leaned on you again?
He didn't lean on it.
I wanted to be Miss Olivia de Havilland myself.
Blanche, are you listening to this?
Bits and pieces.
Go on.
Buttercream was our town's highest honor. From the time I was born, my folks groomed me for it. Singing lessons, dancing lessons, junior butter pageants.
Big hat.
Hi, girls. How are you holding up?
Oh, fine. Just doing fine.
Terrific.
You know, this reminds me of the big dance back in St. Olaf to kick off Pretzel Week. My Uncle Gunther after the great beer nut shortage of 29.
Ma, how do you know that?
When you reach my age, you get pretty good at spotting the 12 warning signs of death.
What are they?
Number one, your children start visiting during the week. Number two, your doctor won't let you post-date a check.
Yeah, that's the part I like.
Angela.
Oh.
Folks, to begin this part of the service, Phil's sister Dorothy will say a few words. Dorothy? Please.
Snowball. You start out with one little harmless lie, and then you have to tell another one to cover up the first. And then another, and another. You know what I mean? And then before long, you've got an entire snowman built out of lies. Dorothy.
Pussycat, can you lend me $20?
Ma, this is the second time this week that you've come to me for money. Now, what happened to your allowance?
Something's come up. A medical emergency. Can I have the money?
What medical... Ma, what's wrong?
I think I'm pregnant.
I really appreciate everything you're doing for me.
I know that.
I've never been this scared in my life.
Come on. Now, Stanley, you said yourself it's a very common operation.
Still, there's a chance something can go wrong.
There's always a chance.
And when there's a chance that something can go wrong with me, it usually does. The way I figure it, I'm gonna die.
Work! Then you'll stay.
Not so fast. You're gonna have to make a few changes around here first.
What kind of changes?
Like you can't hang around me all the time. You need your space, I need mine. Okay?
Okay, Ma.
So maybe I'll stick around and look.
Sorry.
When did he die?
I wasn't there, Rose. You were.
You mean I slept with a dead man last night?
Honey, I sleep with them all the time.
He was so quiet. I just thought he was a sound sleeper. What do we do?
Call the police.
Sophia, listen, how about this one? Elderly white male with broken hip seeks elderly white female. I am into massages, bran muffins, and the book Final Exit. Please respond quickly or I'll do it.
The elevator stopped on every floor and I had to hold my breath all that time. And I finally fainted and I hit my head and then I had to stay there because I had a concussion and I had to hold my breath all the way down in the elevator to the emergency room. Then I had to hold my breath in the x-ray where they ask you to hold your breath anyway. And then
I have great news.
या मातीच्या कणाकणा हरे काचा मना मना या मातीच्या कणाकणा हरे काचा मना मना माझ्या भीमाचं नाव गाजतंय माझ्या भीमाचं नाव गाजतंय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतंय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतंय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतंय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतंय माझ्या भीमानीतच पेटविल्या अंधार मनात वाती माझ्या भीमाच्या विद्वत्तेच आता जगही गुणगान गाती माझ्या भीमानीतच पेटविल्या अंधार मनात वाती माझ्या भीमाच्या विद्वत्तेच आता जगही गुणगान गाती फुटा फुटात पाहुनी माझ्या भीमाला म्हणून आता लाजतोय रे कसा म्हणून आता लाजतोय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतंय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतंय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतंय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतंय जीवनाचं सोनं इथेच माझ्या अभिमान मान सन्मानाचं जिन त्यानं दिलं अतिश्रमान केलं जीवनाचं सोनं इथेच माझा अभिमान मान सन्मानाचं जिणं त्यानं दिलं अतिश्रमान त्याच्या संघर्षातून आज हा सारा समाज आता सजतोय रे हा समाज आता सजतोय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय र कसं तिरंगावरती डोलतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय र कसं तिरंगावरती डोलतय र देशहितासाठी भीमराव कधीच नाही हो थकला स्वाभिमानी भीमाचा मनका पुन्हा पुढे तो नाही झुकला देशहितासाठी भीमराव कधीच नाही हो थकला स्वाभिमानी भीमाचा मनका पुन्हा पुढे तो नाही झुकला संविधान देशाचं भीमकरणीने शुभम साजतोय रे आता शुभम साजतोय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय र कसं तिरंगावरती डोलतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय र कसं तिरंगावरती डोलतय र मातीच्या कणा अरे काचा मना मना माझ्या भीमाचं नाव गाजतय र माझ्या भीमाचं नाव गाजतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय र कसं तिरंगावरती बोलतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय र कसं तिरंगावरती बोलतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय र कसं तिरंगावरती बोलतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय र कसं तिरंगावरती डोलतय